anytime I want.
Anytime you want.
I don't even need a reason. Do you want your Andy Warhol?
I don't think so. How come there are no good Halloween songs?
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them is worse than the one before. I should never play it. Why am I'm in B flat? I don't know how to play in B flat. Well, I'll tell you. It's because it's not a holiday for songs.
But all the spooky songs are. I mean, all the goth songs should be represented.
Maybe they should just play a bunch of goth songs and call them Halloween carols.
Exactly.
Did you know that the line in Bela Lugosi's Dead by Bauhaus is undead, 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 and not I'm dead, which we always thought it was. Maybe they should sing Halloween carols. You don't know, but this song doesn't sound spooky at all, and I'm not even trying, because it just is what's coming out. And sometimes when you just sit down and you play, this is just what comes out, and I don't know. But maybe it should be, should I go in? Ooh, that's a creepy chord. That's not. Ooh, it's called a theremin. Thank you very much. Did you know? Wait.
What's going on in here?
Hang on. There we go. Jesus Christ, my clapper music. Yes, so a theremin, by the way, an insanely difficult instrument to play. Basically, it's just feedback. It's electric feedback, and you have one hand. You see these guys play it, and it's just basically a one knob that's a rod, and you get further away from it, and that's what makes the pitch go up and down. And you have another one that controls the volume. And basically, the only thing that you really know the theremin for is, besides its use in creepy films, when you know this scene behind you can hear it, right? You can hear the thunder.
Ryan Murphy used it a lot in some of the American Horror Stories.
And of course, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys, right? That's the only other way that the theremin is done. How is everybody doing? It's almost it's Spooky Steve. Yeah, you know, I totally missed an opportunity there, Suzanne. I absolutely should have just called myself Spooky Steve. So here's the thing. We had plans to dress up for tonight's show. Like, this is our annual Halloween show, and usually, you know, we show up and turn out, and we put on all of our spookiest finery. But here's the thing. We've been doing a lot. So we had house guests last weekend, and that was... It was a full weekend, and it went into the early part of the week. And then there were a number of events during the week. And then we had, and also when we had my friends here, we went to a Halloween party. Right. And then we had a Halloween party. It's been a lot of activity, and I just didn't feel like I had it with.
Farm thing, 2 weekends in a row.
By the way,
it was a lot.
Yeah. If you happen to be in the area and you are on the east side, the little town called Carnation, it's about, 20 minutes from here. There is a place called Remlinger Farm.
It is adorable.
They grow strawberries, I think, is their main thing
pumpkins.
that they grow there. And this time of year they grow pumpkins, right? So we went there when my friends were in town. We were looking for things to do, and so we're like, initially we're going to go to Seattle. Like, no, let's do something fall related. So we're like, okay, fine. Yeah. So we found Remlinger Farm.
We were trying to show them, like, they're from California, so they don't have trees.
You don't get all this. You don't get the Pacific Northwestern resplendence.
We're like, let's take you to something really fall.
Exactly. Yeah. So we find Remlinger Farms, and I had been there before, and it's been lovely, but we went there and we're kind of, seeing what there is to do for fall, and they go all out. So there's a pumpkin patch, there's a corn maze, there is a hayride with a gentleman named Jimmy. I thought that was cool.
There's an apple cannon.
Hi, Mom. And then, of course, there's the apple cannon.
The leaves are changing, and we're riding on a tractor, and I looked at these people, and I said, isn't it fall as fuck out here?
It's fall as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen,
just
put it on a postage stamp. Lori Cowell declares October to be
fall as fuck.
Fall as fuck. There it is. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
So
I did say AF because there was a
there
little
were children
kid sitting next to me.
there were children on the hayride.
Oh my gosh.
It really is lovely here this time of year. Although, the sky opened up today like it was mad at me, right? It was like...
I got trapped in my car.
Yeah, Laura got trapped in her car. She was out running errands.
Running some errands. And then I was like, oh, okay.
By the way, I will tell you this. Carrie and Eric were at our little, we had like a little dinner party thing last night, and they went all out. So Carrie dressed up as Eddie Van Halen. She made
a guitar.
And it looks just like his fucking guitar, with like the Asian style stripes on it.
It was insane. That costume was insane.
It was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes all out.
She absolutely
she's
goes all out.
extremely creative.
Listen, our friends, they go all out. Honestly, I think hashtag... They go. Is this what the kids do, or am I just making this up on the spot?
Do the kids do that?
I don't know. Do they? Anybody? Is this a thing when you're hashtag? Is hashtag even a thing? They even bother anymore?
I don't think they do that.
In the same, remember in the early days of the internet, it's like, what's your web address? Well, it's www. Actually, no, it's https : No, you don't have to bother with any of that.
Backslash.
Backslash.
I heard someone say backslash the other day, and I was like, "You're old."
Old, yeah, boy.
You know.
Is it even called? So why? Here's what I'm wondering. What's wrong with what was that thing even called? Before the advent of the internet, I think the @ sign was an ampersand. Am I? Or no? The ampersand is the ampersand the and. Like the little squiggly thing that's the and, that stayed the same because we don't use that in code. But then
wasn't
the
hashtag a hashtag?
The @ sign.
It was a number symbol.
Yeah, because the number symbol is hashtag. What have we done, people? This is irreversible. There's no going back from this.
Hashtag.
Remember typing class? Oh, schwack. We had a big manual typewriter.
Oh, it was called pound in the U.S.
Pound. Thank you. That's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pound
because that appeared
on
your phone, right? And it still does. And then. The asterisk was a star, as in star 69, as in, hey, prank callers, who just called me? And they're like, fuck you, you just paid money for this. How about that? I just hung up on you. You're not going to find me.
You're dumb. That's
absolutely dumb. So anyway, we're glad that you're here. Let's see who is joining us on a special Sunday show. Suzanne, Keith, hello.
Hello.
Kathy, Jean, Carrie, my mom. Hi, Mom.
Rachel is here.
My mom. Christina's here. Rapel's here.
Zabo is here. The Zabos are here.
Zabos. Angela. Hi.
Zabos?
I think it's Zabo. I don't know.
The whole thing off.
Long A, short A. Anyway, my mom went as Gypsy Lady. And by the way, I will tell you this. So we had planned our costumes for last night's event. And Laura and I and my mom were going to do a group costume. And
pause. Last weekend we went to a party, and the theme was Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
And we had to come up with the group costume real fast.
Because my friends were in from out of town.
Right, and all we could come up with... Well, we came up with some funny concepts, but we couldn't.
Californians.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything because we didn't have enough time, and so we ended up going as Sprockets.
We went as Sprockets. I was Dieter, and everybody kept asking me, "Are you Steve Jobs?" And they're like, "This is a fail. This is an epic fail." And then
the
later,
problem with the Sprockets costume is that it's everyone's in a black turtleneck with their like hair pulled back and white makeup, but it only works if you're with the guy with the monkey, right? So like,
I was
would
the
you
guy
like to touch my monkey?
Touch my monkey.
And like, I go in to get snacks, and people are like,
"What are you?"
Did you not dress up?
So you just didn't even bother.
What are you all Steve Jobs? And I'm like, okay,
no. Listen, I did this. Now
the SNL party was funny though. Like so many dick in a box.
They went for it. These people went for it. There were a lot of the Dunice with the baby hands. There was a church lady. There was a number of dicks in the box.
That was a good party. That was
a very good. People really went for
it.
The husband of the hostess went as the more cowbell guy. He let his gut hang out, which I thought was a brave move.
That was amazing.
That was a fucking brave move.
Some wrapping paper people.
Yeah. They were bringing on down to Rappin'
Coffee Talk. Linda Richmond.
Yeah, Linda Richmond. It was quite impressive.
It was great.
We realized, and this is kind of an obscure sketch, but we realized that we should have gone in from as the Jingleheimer Joe sketch with the characters that kept almost lining up to spell out fuck. There was like, Umberto Unity and Kathy Kindness and
that would have been really easy to
It would have been so easy, and then we were kicking ourselves.
But then we were kicking ourselves because we wanted to go as David S. Pumpkins and the Beat Boys Skeletons.
Any questions? Right. Exactly.
So we all week long we were like, maybe for last night's dinner party we can go as David S. Pumpkins. pumpkins and skeletons.
So-
and we worked all week to try to make that happen.
We worked all week to try.
It did
Laura
not.
gets the David S. Pumpkins suit and the whole fucking thing, and we're like, I'm wearing it. And it just,
Keith says, your story has become
your
tiresome.
story has become tiresome.
Exactly.
Honestly, it was the most unflattering thing, and I'm not generally vain about my body because this thing made me frumpy. It made me look frumpy. I'm like, I can't. It made me look like, honestly, it made me look like I had fupa. It genuinely did.
I just want to let you know that if you're 51 years old, there's no such thing as a flattering, skin-tight skeleton. There's
that too.
You're not going to look good. You're going to go, oh my God, that's not what I thought.
So we have these costumes, and we're trying to get the whole thing together for last night's dinner party. And Lori and my mom and I are doing this, and we're all like, okay, so when we've done the photos with us in these costumes, then we can maybe change into something else.
Into something better,
All of
right?
us basically saying, how long do we have to stay in these fucking ugly ass costumes? And then Lori brought out this wig that was supposed to be for one of the Beat Boys, and I put it on. I'm like, I look like Andy Warhol. Yes.
So he went as Andy Warhol.
And then my mom, she brought out a wig for my mom. This looks like how do I say? It looks like an elderly school, or like an aging middle-aged school teacher. It's
gypsy, yeah.
And so my mom put on. So my mom actually rocked it, and she turned into a gypsy lady. And then Laura was the barkeep from Gunsmoke, as far as I can tell. She's Miss Kitty.
I got a costume that was supposed to be like a vampire lady. You know, like I was trying to be like a vampire. I don't know, spooky vampire lady or something, right? Yeah. With like a gothic kind of dress. I put on the dress and I was like, great. Yeah. Now I look like a saloon owner in Vampire Town.
Busting out all over. It's fabulous.
It was not great.
Yes, it was, though. Depends on your perspective.
Oh, right. Your mom was a fortune teller.
Fortune teller. She actually,
I looked like Pam from True Blood. Like I own the vampire bar in Vampire Town.
Well, hey, that's...
Hi, can I get you a drink?
That's a look.
Saloon keeper.
That's a choice, right? As the kids say. Listen, kids, we did prepare a special Halloween show for you tonight.
We
really did. But listen, she said I didn't put these in order, but we do have a couple of
let them order the candy. Well, show them the candy.
We'll definitely. In fact, maybe we'll do that while while you're counting up the votes. Oh, I didn't give you a notepad.
I don't know anything. Sunday night.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ! I know we're not used to doing it at this time. So,
but we're here. We're here.
But we're here. And we're glad to be here, of course. So listen. I don't know if you've heard tell, but there's a little election coming up in just over a week.
What are we going to do with ourselves? Okay, what are we going to do for the next week?
Nah, God damn it. So anyway, we're all just hanging on by the skin of our teeth, and
the amount of existential dread I have just
it's
on
heavy.
a daily.
It's in the air.
Heavy.
I feel it. I feel the dread in the air. So anyway, what are you doing to cope with election anxiety? What are you doing? Oh, Kathy's she's getting ahead of this. Getting ahead of it. Kathy weighs in right away with the first answer for what are you doing? What are you doing to cope with election anxiety? We're all feeling it. We're absolutely all feeling it because, hey, not to put too fine a point on it, but, it's like this might be the last election that we have.
Yeah, so, the end of democracy. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine.
So you guys heard about the Washington Post and it's actually the LA Times and the Washington Post and their billionaire owners declining to have they directed their papers to not endorse a candidate because, of course, they were both going to endorse Kamala Harris, and I think they're afraid of retribution from Trump. What a fine, fun age we live in. Anyway, the humor columnist for the Washington Post, Alexandra Petrie, said, okay, the title of her piece was, I guess my paper won't do it. So now the humor columnist has to endorse Kamala Harris. I'm endorsing Kamala Harris. But the thing that she said, which I thought was really great, was she says, listen, I like elections, and I'm endorsing Kamala Harris because I want to keep having them. So there you go. Yeah. Right? That's a slam dunk. If you need any closing arguments, that's really, say no more. Say no more than that.
Are you? Do you have a particular order you want these to go in?
I usually put them in order, and I neglected to ahead of time here. So
I did not know that you put. It's only been 4 years we've been doing this. I did not know that you. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Maleficent's here.
Oh, hi.
Let's see. So hazy IPA. Keith is. My mom says we're going to celebrate. Exactly. That's right. Keith says he's doing hazy IPAs. Kathy is doing Xanax. Endless TikTok scrolling, X posting, and mental masturbation. All of the
Kathy's
above
voting.
for me as well. Voting, yes.
Yeah.
Those edibles in the back of the cupboard. Fuck them. Endless TikTok scroll. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. All right, so Ray and this is bringing my mind to a halt. Ray and Zabe said exactly the same thing. So either there's a glitch in the matrix, or you guys are exceptionally.
Ray, did you copy Zabe's answer? There's no way that just happened.
Let's see. Playing the part of the ostrich.
That was weird.
I'm taking a government course with assignment deadlines that are more stressful than the election. Okay, that's good. So take on something more stressful. Is maybe the right prescription here. Filling out my ballot from home and then mailing it in. Yes. That is what we're doing. We've done it. It feels good. Let's see. I'm reorganizing my entire house and life. Oh, geez, Suzanne, you can read what Suzanne wrote. I won't be doing it. Make a drinking game from the anxiety every time I wake up. I take a shot. That's good. I like that.
Great.
Interviewing endlessly for the same job, says Keith. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Hi, David Salter. What's up, my brother?
One bourbon, one scotch.
Let's see. Zabe altered the final part of that threesome of answers that I did. I see. Okay. So there was day drinking. Podcast reading is fundamental. I'm reading the part of Zabe's name that says podcast, and I thought he said, and honestly, if you want a podcast, by all means.
You should listen to that podcast. It's fun.
Angela Garvin, this is the correct answer. Watching a lot of Buffy. Let's see. I'm going to give this actually to Christina, making up a drinking game. Every time I wake up, I take a shot. So now listen. We've been off for a couple of weeks, and we're
out of practice.
We're a little out of practice. Obviously, a little rusty. It doesn't take me long to fall out of practice for pinning it. Apparently, that just happens automatically. I need to be working my pin it muscle or something. Anyway,
pin it.
One of the many things that happened during the 2-week interregnum. Interim period that we were off on doing our.
Was someone else elected? Another show was elected.
Another show got elected.
There was an interregnum period.
And we're challenging the results because
we were robbed.
There are irregularities in several of the precincts, and I'm going to call up the Secretary of State and demand 11,780 viewers. I don't know. Anyway, one of the things that one Donald J. Trump did was suit up like a fucking clueless McDonald's manager and work in McDonald's. Now. Not coincidentally, I suppose, right afterwards, quarter pounders were linked to outbreak of E. coli across the country. McDonald's stock price plummeted. I don't know. You connect the dots, if you will. But anyway, let's name a hamburger after Trump, right? Let's name a hamburger after him.
I almost just wrote name a hamburger.
Well, sure, yeah, the McBurger. Fuzz says question, and it was a closed McDonald's. Yeah, they hand selected some MAGA people to go to the drive-through and order from Mayor McCheese. Hamburger. Yeah.
The Frau Bucher.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is from High Anxiety, the Mel, I want to say Mel Blanc, Mel Brooks film. Very, very, very nice.
In other hamburger-related news, I did have the Wednesday Addams Whopper, the one with the purple bun.
did.
It was good.
You did have that, and I don't care for purple, synthetically purple food.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do much for me.
They didn't have the churro fries that I was really sad about.
Ooh, now that actually sounds really good.
It sounded
they
good.
named them all after the Addams Family characters, right?
I did have the milkshake. That was some kind
that
of...
That was Morticia's cookie milkshake or something like that?
Milkshake, yeah.
Cookies.
It was like cake batter in a milkshake, and it was also dyed black. It was so good.
Actually, that sounds amazing.
It was real good.
Let's see. So the Hamburglar, the Dirtbirder, the Frau Blücher, the Whopper. That's funny.
She says that was Young Frankenstein.
Thank you very much. I knew it was a Cloris Leachman line, and she was in both films, is what I'm pleading. I generally like to be right on top of my movie trivia. Thank you very much. The Widowmaker. We could only dream. Honestly, we keep waiting for that hamburger from heaven. Pile of garbage. The best. McFellin. Says this is you. MC what climate change. McLoser. Colon Plep. Jumbo Jerko. Golden P-Tape. Barb's Mega Beef Barf. Expired. Bonnie's Trumpy Chub. Orange McStupid. Wow. Okay.
Let me scroll back up for a second here.
You do that. Somebody made you giggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Zabe for McFellin.
I love that. I think that is right. That is correct. Listen, I did mention that Jeff Bezos has turned out to be a sniveling coward by instructing his newspaper to not endorse a candidate.
And that is true. And I saw people, I saw a bunch of people in like one of my Amazon groups, like selling on Amazon, going, "What should we do? Should we, stop selling on Amazon?" But then we just hurt ourselves.
Stop.
Or do we cancel our Prime membership? But then we just hurt ourselves.
How do we get revenge on Jeff Bezos? I thought about canceling my Washington Post subscription, but then I'm like, that just hurts the reporters. Not gonna fucking hurt him. He's worth, skibbity $1 billion.
Right? He doesn't care. There's nothing we can do. Like,
you can't touch him.
Is Elon Musk sad that I decided not to buy a Tesla?
Yes.
No.
Personally, I think he is. Jumping and skipping on that stage like a dipshit. Oh my God! You guys see Tim Waltz? Oh, mwah.
Was he Advance?
No, he was talking about Elon Musk.
Oh, really?
He was talking up there dancing, skipping and dancing like a dipshit. Oh, God. Honestly, you haven't really heard that phrase said until you've heard it with a Minnesotan accent. Am I right? It just hits different, as the kids say. Oh,
a guy that used to be our doorman in New York.
This is a great story.
He told me that that he finds Jeff Bezos' girlfriend very ugly.
Okay, all right. Whatever.
What he said was she should pay for better plastic surgery.
Well, it's not like she can't afford to. Yeah. I mean, but maybe she doesn't want to. Maybe she likes the way that she looks.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to go with her up to the point of you're dating Elon Musk. I have terrible judgment.
Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yeah. I mixed those two up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Jeff Bezos, he became Dr. Evil a long time ago. He's got the fucking cue ball, bald head. Honestly, I will say what I've always said. I will know that they have cured baldness for real when Jeff Bezos shows up with a full head of hair. I'm like, yep, they did it. He's canary in the coal mine. They figured it out.
Where's Scott Coates?
Where is Scott Coates?
Where is he? We sent a message to the group, so.
Let's see. Tell his girlfriend. So how do you get revenge on Jeff Bezos? Tell his girlfriend another guy has a bigger yacht. Go schoolyard and start calling him Jeff Bozos. It'll hurt just like it did when he was 8. That probably was his nickname. You would figure. Because 8-year-olds are the meanest.
Yeah.
They're the meanest. Make him eat the Trump burger. Yeah, exactly. Tell his mommy on him. Send him 3 ghosts for Christmas. Says Dave. That's funny. Peg him with an Amazon return package. Oh, you had me at peg him, quite honestly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Convert to Amish. Don't bother. He'll never know it, says my mom. That's true. He forevermore shall be known as Short Lurch. Turn him into a Florida man story. That's funny. Go broke. That's how we ultimately would do it. If we could, I would make him go broke and die broken alone. Make Jeff interview for his own company. Use the 14 principles and the tell me about time behavioral questions. Oh boy, sounds like you have an intimate, more than a glancing knowledge of this protocol, Keith. And says millions of 1-star product reviews that simply state Jeff Bezos' sanity was never delivered. That's very funny.
That's a good one.
That's very good. However, I really like Send Him 3 Ghosts for Christmas. I'm going to give it to Zabe. That's very, very funny. Listen, so we mentioned earlier that we went to Remlinger Farm, where in fact it was fall as fuck.
Fall as fuck.
And we mentioned that there was a cannon. It was an apple cannon. Basically, these big hydraulic cannons, you put an apple in there, you shoot, lock them and load, and then they have like tractors and targets and all kinds of shit. You just boom, and they're really quite powerful. We actually have.
And you think that doesn't sound that awesome, but you're wrong. It is that awesome.
Here we go. Yeah. Well. I should have shown it a little further downfield because. Listen, my mom was a ninja. We were trying to come up with some portmanteau of Jan and Rambo, but I just kept coming up with Jambo.
Jambo.
That didn't quite sound right. My dad used to call her Janbo, which is very, very sweet. So fucking awesome. Anyway, name that action movie. The action movie we just saw. Name that action movie. Starring
Jan's
Jan
Revenge.
Fox. Exactly. I fucking love it. Pumpkin Blasters. Well, Ray is ahead of us.
Pumpkin Blasters, yeah.
pumpkin blasters. So anyway, if you ever get up to the area, gang, and you happen to be here around October, come on out because it's fall as fuck.
Oh, Kathy, they used to have a potato gun on their property.
We did, and in fact, my dad made these. They're spud guns, and he got the specs out of Scientific American. Our neighbor used to like to read Scientific American. Like,
Suzanne says, Jenny's got a gun.
Jenny's got a gun.
That's
Jenny's got a gun. And it's basically a big piece of PVC pipe, and you'd stuff a potato down there with a fucking broomstick, and then you would unscrew the back part of it, and you'd spray like some starter fluid in there and screw it back up, and then there was a flint in there, and you'd flick the flint, and then it would ignite, and just boom.
That sounds totally safe. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? What could go wrong? It was magnificent. We had many hours of fun with that, and then sometime later, I went down to the bottom of the property to find that we had an entire vine of potatoes that had grown up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Did you grow some potatoes?
Honestly, to this day, there might still be potatoes on the property. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. I'm shooting Elon Musk in my heart, says Mom. Jenny's got a gun. Boom, flip, flip, boom. Stop or my mom will shoot too. Cider House Massacre. Spud guns. Those potato guns can be pretty up. Let's see. The Zabos are on fire tonight. Yes, they are. That is hopefully not literally. World War Granny Smith. That's funny. Apocalypse Fruit Part 2. Apocalypse Fruit Part 2. Tom Cruise and the Quest for Youth. There will be applesauce. These are all fabulous.
Oh, jeez.
These are fabulous. Let's see what I'm going to give it to Suzanne for Jenny's Got a Gun. That's really, yeah. The Zabos are in fact en fuego esta noche. Thank you very much. Class A.
Well,
Cayenne Las Bocas Class A.
Cayenne Las Bocas Class A. Christina mentioned the answer. Her answer was Tom Cruise and the Quest for Youth. So maybe we should talk about Tom Cruise going viral on TikTok.
Honestly, a perfect segue.
Did y'all see the TikToks for Tom Cruise this week?
But you're going to have to fill us in because I hadn't, and I suspect that most people have not.
There's a blind item going around that's apparently about Tom Cruise that some A-list star likes to fuck fish.
Likes to fuck fish, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first or second.
Likes to get a fish from a fish market and fuck it.
And honestly, I think he prefers those rumors to the rumors that he's gay. I really do. I think he would take fish fucking rumors any day of the week. And his Scientologist
Or are you guys saying you're not up on the TikTok rumors? Come on.
Yeah. So come on, people. Let's get with the program
How does he fuck about? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Gently, I guess, watching for bones, I would assume, because, you think you get one.
Apparently, he goes to the fish market and gets a fish and then has his way with the fish and leaves the fish in the bathroom.
Nobody gets hurt, really, because the fish was already dead, I assume.
Also, apparently, this rumor has been going around the industry for quite some time because there was a episode of The Simpsons where Troy McClure.
I'm actor Troy McClure.
And so this is like back in the Phil Hartman days. Like they refer to an A-list actor who likes to have his way with the fish.
So apparently this is
so it's been going around for a long
time. Yeah, Mr. Middletooth likes to have his way with the pescatarian. So how much fish could a fish fuck fish if the fish could fuck fish? That's how much fuck fish is honestly one of the best movie lines ever. What's that from, Keith? That's ringing a bell. Let's see. Kathy says her entire TikTok For You page is mostly corporate goth and
outfit of the day and
outfit of the day and meal prep.
Well, why don't you enter into the search? Why don't you enter Tom Cruise fish rumor?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and also Alexa play Kenny G. Let's start a celebrity rumor here tonight. How do rumors get started? Well, we do it here on The Only Show. That's how it works. Start a celebrity rumor. How do rumors get started?
See, here's the thing. This rumor is supposed to be the new Richard Gere gerbil rumor, but I feel like when we had that rumor, we didn't have the internet to help us.
So honestly, I think in many ways it's actually a little bit harder to start a rumor now because so much information is coming at you at any one time. And I actually read a sociologist piece at one point on how a celebrity rumor gets started, and there are a number of elements that it has to have. It's unbelievable, but just believable enough. You have to want to believe it. It has to be salacious, and then it also has to be one of those rumors that the celebrity themselves would get into more trouble if they denied it, right? So Richard Gere hasn't said anything about it because what can he fucking say? He knows it. I never bring him gerbil up. Well, the minute you say, when did you stop beating your wife kind of thing, it's like, So
I've never fucked a fish from a fish market in Japan, and strangely specific, I've never fucked a fish with teeth from a. Yeah.
Well, I assume he just takes the parts. I don't think he would go front first because that could get deadly. Lacerate your Johnson. Laceration Johnson. By the way, fabulous action film of the 1970s. Laceration Johnson. Check it out on Tubi. Movie lines from adaptation. I think it is. That's how much fuck fish. Oh, Chris Cooper's line. Yes. Chris Cooper's line from. Oh God, I need to watch the movie again. I love it so much. Let's see. Paul Wynn was straight. Oh, the center square was straight, y'all. Let's see. OJ did it. Mel Gibson is the new Hollywood fishmonger. Tom Cruise is the masked singer. Well, he was masked in Eyes Wide Shut. Boy, that was a shitty film. I'm sorry if you feel differently, but God damn it. That is like that was a film that was like so unbelievably unsophisticated. It was Stanley Kubrick's last film, and it was basically like, I'm 17 years old and I'm going to write a movie about sex. And here's what women want. It's like, you don't know shit. Taylor Swift is really only 5'8". Heaven forbid. Arnold Palmer and Milton Berle broke the world record for longest strip roast of Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, apparently Berle had an enormous hog as well. We should get Trump going on about that. Yeah, there was a... somebody, he was going to do a contest where he was going to compare his cock again. This is from the Friars Club. Milton Berle was going to compare his cock against some other guys, and he came out with a towel, and he just starts hiking it up, and the other guy drops his towel, and they're like, Milton, what are you doing? Take off your towel. He goes, no, I'm just going to raise this up. I just need enough to win. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. He was just going to show enough to win.
Where was that going?
Right.
Speaking of cocks.
Speaking of cocks, ladies and gentlemen, Lori Cowell. Speaking of cocks.
Some people showed up to this dinner party last night dressed as 1970s aerobics doers.
Oh, they got physical.
And they got physical. And the male of the couple,
he was.
He had
so we don't know him well enough, but when he came in, and I looked down, and I'm like, he's got shorty shorts on. And there's
like
something,
shorts.
There's something going on. There's something going on, and I'm like, and I thought to myself, maybe this guy actually is really kind of, he's
everybody was talking about it like it was just enough to make everyone go, oh my God, did I just look at that?
It wasn't big
Should
enough
I have
to
not
be
looked at that?
obviously right. It wasn't big enough to be obviously a fake. It was just large enough to be like, what, maybe, and nobody knew what to do. It's like, and eventually, yes, it was something that he, was putting on for effect. But for my money, I thought he just should have stuck with it. What are you talking about?
I made Carrie Atwood
I'll go home and put on a different pair of underwear if I'm making you uncomfortable. Yeah. That's what I would have done.
I made Carrie Atwood go out and see what it was about. Can you just see if that's
honestly, somebody needs to pop this bubble.
Somebody needs to investigate.
Let's see. OJ did it. Let's see. So is this me or you?
I think it's you answered for me last round,
right,
I'm gonna just answer this round.
All right, very good, perfect. Let's see. It was a shitty film. Marv Alpert bit himself. The rumors: Katie Holmes starts celebrity rumors about Tom Cruise. The way Laura looks at Stefan when he's on the edge, she always kind of gives me this. Like, Go on.
What will happen?
Well, we're waiting. Thank you very much. Caddyshack. Ladies and gentlemen, every fellow was doing that with me. Am I right, fellas? You all were like, you know where I was going with that. Elvis died in the shower. Titty Jim. Perry Farrell loves his guitarist. It's the Horny Show with your ghost, Lori and Stefan. Poor Kubrick, he really... Yeah, okay, so dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
Let me do. It was a shitty film.
Yeah, Maleficent agreed in her last comment. I didn't mean to cut that off. Maleficent, yeah.
I'm going to go with Mel Gibson is the new Hollywood fishmonger.
I like it. So listen, Laura happened to stumble on this little line, this line item here, and we thought we would get your thoughts on this. What's going on here?
Oh, let me ask you something. First of all, if you
listen, forget Vail.
If you know Washington State at all, you know that it's not a place you visit in the winter.
Have you ever been
skiing
to Tacoma?
Yeah. Have you been to Tacoma? Have you been here during the winter if you don't love gloom and it's dark at 4 o'clock? Now, I like it, but I'm not seeing Tacoma as the top Airbnb place.
To be fair, this item actually was featured in a Blind, Dumb, and Deaf monthly magazine, so it doesn't really matter where you are, I suppose. But yeah, Tacoma is not a top destination in Washington, let alone seasons be damned.
We can drive there, and we've been there once in 10 years.
Honestly, Tacoma is a place that you go to get directions on how to get away from Tacoma. Anyway, what are some worst winter destinations than Tacoma? Worst winter destinations than Tacoma. A little bit of a tongue twister I wrote for myself here. I want to say worst winter destinations than Tacoma.
Keith says that's not even the top destination on I-5.
Exactly. Yeah. That is. Time changes next weekend. That is a blurg. I don't like that.
No, I love it.
Let's see. Are they skiing down the Tacoma Dome? Says my mom. Tacoma free aroma. It's the aroma in Tacoma.
In other news, Airbnb received a $200 million donation from the Department of Travel of Tacoma.
Yeah, exactly. That's very funny.
Right.
Yes, the aroma in Tacoma apparently is because they pulp
paper
down
and
there.
It's real. It is real stinky.
It is very stinky. And
down
I don't know why making paper stinks. Excuse me, as much as it does, but it does. That is a fact. All right, let's see.
Mar-a-Lago, the season does not matter.
Mar-a-Lago, Wichita, Bellevue.
If you're already throwing out dumb Washington cities, why not?
Sure, yeah.
Bellevue, the traffic's real bad.
The Bellevue.
Federal Way, sure.
We're the midget Seattle. That's what we are.
Okay.
People look at the skyline and they're like, "Wait, is that Seattle?" No, it's not Seattle. That's wannabe Seattle over there. Seattle's that way. Yeah.
Where else can you go in the winter that's not that great? I feel like what's funny about that to me is that everyone goes, it's the winter, you're cold, Michigan people, everyone goes to Florida, to Palm Springs.
Yeah, you go someplace where it's
somewhere warm where you can warm up. Don't go to Tacoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tacoma Chamber of Commerce welcomes you. Mm-hmm. That's it. I'm their spokesperson. I don't know if I mentioned this, guys. I'm the spokesperson for the Tacoma Chamber of Commerce now. Let's see. Wichita, Fargo, North Carolina, Mar-a-Lago. The season does not matter. Federal Way.
Exactly. Why not?
Snakes on planes.
You're already in Tacoma. Just go over to Federal Way. You're fine.
Regina, Saskatchewan. Yes, we rhyme with vagina. Yes, indeed. Also, Banff. The only town name, and I think word in the English language where N appears right before the letter F. Banff. How about that? Latrobe, Pennsylvania. I lived there for many years. Trust me, I do. I want no part of central Pennsylvania at all. Pittsburgh's fine. Philadelphia's a lot of fun. No. That's all I'll say about that. And honestly, it's the same with like California. You leave the coast, you're on your own. There's no more depressing place on
Earth. You did that to yourself.
Than Highway 99. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're just getting, fucking valley fever as you drive north. The tundra area of Alaska. The Gyno, says Eric. Tijuana. My roof to clean the rain gutters. Prunedale. Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much. Got a Prunedale shout out. Ukraine.
Prunedale
Maine.
in winter might be better than Tacoma.
Might be. Rate bills. Jeez. Maine. Spooky Maine. Tom Cruise's Fish Crotch. Centralia. Pennsyltucky.
Why not?
That was a character from Orange is the New Black, I think. Pennsyltucky. Latrobe is where Arnold Palmer is from, and his giant putter.
Siberia, the Tacoma of Russia. That's funny.
Bakersfield. Yeah, this is Bonnie's house. Oh shit, this is you.
No, this is you.
Oh, okay, then I'll go with I'll go with Kathy for Bonnie's house. Sorry, Suzanne. You came in at just the last second, and I was going to click on Kathy's, and then yours showed up, and your answer was very funny. She said any place in Arizona or Texas, but I'm going with Kathy. All right, so listen, you learned recently about a story which I did not pin to I didn't upload it to be viewed, but basically there was a graffiti. There was a big graffiti bust in San Francisco recently.
A bunch of people got arrested for doing graffiti in San Francisco, and the headline was, "Many people get arrested for graffiti in San Francisco. One of them is 49 years old."
49 years old, ladies and
you're
gentlemen.
almost like,
49.
Do you want to give the old guy a shout out, like, wow, good job. You can climb. You can still, your joints don't hurt. You okay?
I guess you don't really have much going on in the way of a day job, or I don't know.
I was trying to commend him from being able to like scale a wall or you hop a freeway sign, pop up on a freeway sign. Like, good for you, old guy.
There are lots of things that you probably shouldn't be doing after a certain age. So let's go through some of them. Things you're probably too old to do. Let's talk about some things you're probably too old to do. You
know,
Keith can't spell graffiti. I can never remember. Is it one F? It's one F, two T's.
You know, a single graffiti would be a
graffito.
Why don't you just write that?
Also, a single like leaf of lasagna is a lasagne.
Lasagna.
And a single strand of spaghetti is, wait for it, a spaghetto.
A spaghetto.
It's a spaghetto, ladies and gentlemen.
Not a spaghetti-o.
Who could forget? Honestly, who could forget from up Whippany in New Jersey, the Spaghetto family? Oh, you remember the fine Spaghetto family?
Yeah, Christina. Whatever you do, do not buy a tight skeleton costume and put it on because you will. Your life will flash before your own eyes. Yeah. Like, oh my God, I thought I looked better than that. Wow. That brought me down. Wake up pain-free. So maybe this isn't as funny to everyone else as it is to me, but this is why, like, I see these headlines and I send them to him, and sometimes I take pictures of things. You know, so they can't all be winners. That's all I'm saying.
So yes, has any of you ever scrawled a piece of graffito? I think one time in a bathroom I might have scribbled a little something on the wall, but I've never been like a public. I've never done anything that would be like in a public area. It's like, man, fuck the police, yeah, I'm a punk. You? Any public vandalism? You don't seem like the type.
No,
I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's too permanent for me. Like, I would be like, oh, that wasn't pithy enough. Like, I defaced someone's property, and now I look stupid.
Honestly, it would really have to be worth it, right? Like, I'm not fucking Basquiat here. I'm not Samo. All right, let's see. Things you're probably too old to do. Fish. Actually, hey, you're just the exact right age to fish, unless you mean that kind of fishing. The Tom Cruise brand. Let's see, written by a junior high journalist. Fuck a fish. Okay, so Ange, Ray, thinking the same thoughts. Wear a skin-tight skeleton costume.
Oh, Maleficent, you should go dancing at the nest with your oldest child right now.
Do it.
You should leave right now and go to the nest.
As soon as we're done. Don't leave the show. Reach across the car to pick up something from the other footwell. Do not attempt. Well, certainly not when you're driving. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've done it, and I'm mad at myself every time I do. I'm like, what am I doing? Pull off, you idiot. The phone will fall down. I'm like, I need my phone now, man. Go, Jesus Christ. And then, years later, when I wake up in the hospital, I'm like, I can't move anything. Not a damn thing.
I did that to myself.
Kathy says, not a damn. Hang on, we do an old person voice. What things you're probably too old to do. Not a damn thing. Age is a state of mind, and I do what I want. There you go. Let's see. Suzanne says it's graffiti. There you go. There, Suzanne helped you spell it, Keith. Vote for a dictator. Thank you. Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver. Wow, you're definitely too old to do her, and that is true.
Kathy's too old to put her arm over her head.
Catherine Beller kisses here. Hello, friend.
Oh, hello.
She says, take a dump on the sidewalk right outside of the club. You know, I was reading this story the other day about
this. Is there ever a good time to do that?
No, there isn't. And I was reading this story about this woman who was actually, it wasn't even, no. It wasn't a story. It was one of those like next door groups or whatever. This one was complaining about. There was this jogger who ran by every morning, and this walk in front of where she lives. Maybe it's right behind where she lives. And the woman would just poop. She would just poop, and she'd drop a poop, and she's like, "This is definitely like a human-sized poop." And this woman had to clean it up, and just really, people.
What?
Makes you wonder. Let's see. Wake up pain-free. Get a full night's sleep. Figure out the metric system. Someday, Ray, we're going to do it. It's all tens. Easier than ours. Coachella Fest. Let's see. Shit post. I will never stop, alas. Keith, you're not a shit poster. I don't believe you, dude. Let's see. Go to the 9 p.m. movie showing. Sleep in the mud at Burning Man, or sleep anywhere at Burning Man. I don't think you can sleep at Burning Man.
I think sleeping's prohibited.
I think it is. Do 3 chicks at the same time? Sure. Go to a concert without earplugs. For a good time, call Jenny. Go dancing in the nest. Yeah, okay. Graffitied my own arm in junior high. My mom was telling us about this last night. Her boyfriend's name was Rusty, and she jabbed it in pencil, gave herself fucking lead poisoning, and it was on her arm until she was in college. Her parents were thrilled.
I did not hear that.
Let's see. Clowning around in the desert. Put my arm over my head. Stand up off the floor. Empty the grocery cart on the parking lot cart kiosk. Date Tom Cruise. That's very funny, Christina. Park straight. Not be single. Everything I did in my 30s. Find my keys. Rebuild my music collection again with the latest form of music technology. Fuck that. I'm not doing that anymore. Screw that. Remember what we don't have to, as it turns out. Remember what I came in the room to do. And let's see. So,
is this me?
Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and swap.
Okay, let's just swap it. I'm going to give it to Carrie for Find My Keys.
I love that, yeah.
Oh my God, also use only one space after a period. Did you know that if you write a letter, like your cover letter or something, you're applying for a job, if you do the double space, they know you're old.
They won't hire you yet.
Yeah,
they might as well. You don't even have to say what year you graduated. Yeah. They'll know.
They're like, we know.
Honestly, your phone is on to this. Every time you type 2 spaces after you're done with a sentence, it automatically puts a period and a single space.
It's really hard.
Trying to stop
It's really hard to stop.
Let's see. Catherine says, got all excited like you guys are celebs or something when you rambled off about my comment. Listen, we are celebs, aren't we, though?
We're like your own personal celebs.
Exactly. We're celebrities just for you. Let's see. So, did I write? No, I'm trying to remember if there was something else that I.
Was that related to something?
I don't think it was. Okay, so let's just. I've written a few of these.
Okay.
What time we got here? Oh, good. Hey, we're ahead of schedule. This is fabulous. All right. Here comes the round robin. Here we go. Make me like you in 3 words. Make me like you in 3 words. Fuzz says, if you use 1 space after a period, you're a horrid garbage
No,
person.
That's true. That's true. You are a trash bag, but
is it true?
It's true, but
he says 1 space. He's basically calling me a horrid. He's calling me a horrid garbage person because I use 1 space. Them's fighting words, my friend. Let's see. Make me like you in 3 words. You look fabulous. Aw, that's fabulous.
Free beer tomorrow.
Now,
you look fabulous. Hi, I'm Kathy.
So the free beer tomorrow is in reference
Your mom says, I'm your mom.
I'm your mom. Well, there you go. Mission accomplished. You made me like you. I didn't want to do it. Hi, I'm Kathy. I put out free beer tomorrow, of course, is the sandwich board that clever bars put out in front of their establishment, and they just leave it there because it's always tomorrow. See what they did there? Let's see. I love Kamala. Yes, that does make me like you. Read my will. Make you tacos? ? Sure, absolutely. This is my round, right?
It is. You pick your favorite.
I hate people. Listen, I do too. I mean, nobody, not present company, of course, but out in the wild, like, free range people. I don't like free range people. Let's see. We're alone together. I touch myself, and when I think about you, I touch myself. Ooh, I don't want anybody else. Oh no! I remember the first time I heard that song. I'm like, wow, it's on the radio.
But in case you're not thinking this, but we wanted to go as the. I call them the gym teachers. They're singing
They're
duo
just the singing teachers, I think.
The singing
they have a
teachers
name.
from Saturday Night Live. And then we found out our friends were going as that.
Exactly.
And they did, and their costume looked amazing.
And what was hilarious was my friend had like the little skin wig with the skirt of hair.
Yeah.
And he's my friend with the best hair. And then I wore a wig to look like Dieter, so I had like a full head of hair. So basically we swapped places for just that night. The problem is he actually got to take the thing off and return to having really great hair, and I took mine off and... It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
See, we live that. We don't need to dress as that.
Dress like that. Come on. I'm trying to put up. Yeah. Let's see. I love Kamala. I touch myself. I hate people. We're alone together. Yes, Mrs. President. Yes. Love that.
Who said I hate people?
That was Suzanne.
That's funny.
Let's see. Let's vote now. 80s music rules. We're still fun.
We're still fun.
Understand the assignment, says Keith. That's good. Don't stop believing. Dogs are better than people. Happy old Halloween. Is this you? This is you.
Oh, is this me?
Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, no, I'm on the even, so I get to choose.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Keith.
All right.
I really have free beer tomorrow. I love that. I thought that was a great answer. Yeah. Nicely done, my brother.
There's always tomorrow.
So, you know the expression, dance like no one's watching. So let's say you are, what's the song? You're dancing like no one's watching. What's the song? What are you boogieing to? We had, oh Christ, and now I'm actually, oh yes, our friend who we mentioned earlier, she and her husband were dressed up in spandex like it was the 80s, and they went, after they left our dinner party, they went to a karaoke. We actually saw a film of them doing this, where it was a bunch of them all dressed up in like 80s spandex and doing like, you know, aerobicizing and singing Let's Get Physical, and they had film of her doing that song, and now of course that song has been stuck in our head all fucking
we're
day.
earwormed for that. So I heard more about why. So they didn't win the karaoke contest, which is impossible.
That's incredibly impossible.
But the winning or losing was based on applause from the audience.
Oh,
and
so they just invited more people.
Apparently this guy walked up dressed as Where's Waldo and he won. Like, what?
Listen.
That's not even...
Listen, that's not even that inventive of a costume.
This is 6 middle-aged adults dressed similarly and doing a choreographed dance. They should have won just based on that.
And also, I just said costume. What the fuck happened?
Did you say costume?
I don't know.
Are you on Broadway?
I'm on Broadway. Did I just fritz out? My brain just skipped there. You know, like every once in a while you're driving your car and just like all of a sudden, this is in like back when cars used to do such things. Everything's computerized now, but back when you used to have cars with carburetors and spark plugs, I would say every once in a while you drive along your car and go crunk crunk. That's what my brain did. And a costume. It's not even an inventive costume.
It's a costume.
Yes. But maybe they applauded because there's Waldo, right? So they figured, hey, we found him, and he showed up with
2 Waldos at our party.
We
last
did,
night.
and he showed up with Carmen Sandiego. So there you go.
Okay.
That's right.
So in the world, that's where they were.
Exactly. Dance like no one's watching. What's the song? Wipeout. Hey 19. Whatever song from my youth is playing in the grocery store. God damn it! Don't you know that? Jesus Christ. And
you can
it's
always
like,
tell how old someone is from what they're singing along to, right?
I know.
Oh, it's the 80s, Jim.
Our store seems to play an awful lot of yacht rock, which I'm fine with. I'm totally fine with. But it's when they're like, when you're walking someplace, you're listening to, oh my God, have you heard like Muzak versions of 80s songs?
Oh yeah, in that store.
Weird. It's weird, man. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, I was buying chips for the party, and I saw this and there were some teenagers. There was a gaggle of teenagers. What would you call them? A murder of teenagers?
An annoyance. An annoyance of teenagers.
At the end of the chips aisle, was a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
And I just walked by them. I was like, whatever, do your worst. I've been to high school too, and middle school, so whatever.
See what you're cooking.
And this middle-aged guy looked like he was afraid to cross over to get his chips,
he was intimidated
right?
by the
I wanted
teenagers.
to motion him, like, come on, just walk by them. So finally he walked by them and I go, are you okay? Like, because,
you're right, yeah.
I go, they could traumatize you and put you on TikTok. And he goes, I know!
They can though, and also the teenagers will mock you in a way that is really incisive.
Brutal.
They're like,
and then put it on TikTok.
What up, old baldy? I'm like, oh no!
Oh God! It's so true!
I'm never gonna not hear that. That's what
You're so incisive.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see, the Sprockets theme. Now it's time on Sprockets When We Dance. Anything by Stevie Wonder. Don't Stop Believing. She's in Parties. Great answer.
That's a good answer.
And honestly, you know your audience. That's a good pander.
It's in the can.
F the Fish. I know what boys like. Staying Alive. Hold Me Now. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you up. Never gonna let you down. Christina just rickrolled us.
She rickrolled us.
Milkshake. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I Think We're Alone Now. The Monster Mash. Never Been to Me. Carrie says never been to me.
I've been to paradise, but I've...
Honestly, there is no song that just the opening chord just make my lunch rise. I just, woof. Any Beastie Boys song, Brick House, Beethoven's Fifth, ba-ba-ba-bum, funky bassline, ba-bum-bum, Holiday in Cambodia, the people dressing, Holiday in Cambodia. That's my Jello Biafra impression. Dancing Queen. Sting's Muzak version of Smells Like Teen Spirit is a bop. String's Muzak version of Smells Like Teen Spirit is a bop. Probably Sting's is as well, Keith. Tibetan Throat Singers of Theremin. I'm fucking Ben Affleck. That's a funny song. Into the Groove. I was just singing that the other day. Enjoy the Silence. Rock Me Amadeus. Whatever those super white linen wearing Trader Joe's shoppers in the island hut were dancing to. I love Wipeout. How are you old enough to know that? Oh, we know things. We drink and we know things, Mom. The rock outro. This is good. Oh, it's a shame. Honestly, Kathy, I would have given it to you because I think that's a terrific pander, but it's Laura's choice. And
I'm going to give it to Maleficent.
Maleficent, of course.
She's in parties.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Well done, my friend.
In the can.
Listen, right. This was the other one that we were missing. That was it. So, but I forget.
I don't remember the context of that.
I don't fucking remember the setup for this. Did it have something to do with Halloween? Look at these are the kinds of things we have: lengthy tech rehearsals and meetings and like wardrobe. We have makeup chairs in the back. We go over every.
I mean, at least on the day of the show, we spend an hour writing the show.
We actually do. Yeah,
we do.
I don't want to.
Although we could put. Okay, I'll just contextualize it by saying the other day there was a windstorm, and this very angry woman showed up in the local Facebook page to say, "Why do these teenagers keep messing up my Halloween decorations? Look, they're all over everywhere." And she had all these great photos of like skeletons across the yard. Yeah. And she had like 50 comments like, "Did you know there was a windstorm last night?"
Guess what? Hey, guess what? It's a big old windstorm.
Yeah, my stuff got blown around too. Oh my God,
and
the wind.
You went looking for it, and I think she had the good sense to take it down. Yeah. I think that was probably good judgment on her part. Anyway, other ways to fuck up someone's house. I mean, it's getting to be Halloween, right? So, we have to be thinking about these sorts of things. And honestly, we remember the trauma of 2020, and I think none of us actually want to waste toilet paper.
Does anyone
and we know how much eggs cost
anymore?
Yeah, because eggs cost a fucking fortune, right?
That's right.
And we remember having to hoard toilet paper during the pandemic. So that's out.
I mean, you were recently shocked beyond belief to find that peanut butter was $8.
Peanut butter is shockingly expensive. Yeah. It is shockingly expensive.
We don't even really eat peanut butter.
Laura, we don't really much. Laura does most of the sourcing. She is the gatherer, I'm the hunter, or something.
That's right.
And so she's out, getting stuff. And we every once in a while we'll go shopping together because it's fun. And I was like, I did honestly one of those triple takes. I'm like, what? And
why is that so much?
And it was a jar of Jif, not Jiffy. That's the cornbread. This is the Mandela effect. Honestly, I sometimes think the Mandela effect is just because people are not bright. It's like it's Skippy and Jif, and then they just conflated those two, and they said, no, it's always been Jiffy. No, it hasn't.
No,
it's never been fucking Jiffy. I'm sorry, it never has been.
Ange says, hire the least expensive bid. That's the way. That's the way to fuck up your house.
That is exactly right. Ann says the other ways to fuck up someone's house: hire the least expensive bid from the contractor. Absolutely,
right.
They will damage your house in ways you can't even
and then
fucking
hire the
imagine.
least expensive one.
I was having some having some window shades put in. No, you're not, because if you hire the least costly contractor to do it, they're going to move your house off its foundation.
That's
somehow.
Right. And now there's a hole in my house.
I don't know how they did
it.
They pierced my ceiling. I don't know how they fucking did it. Yeah.
That's not even what I wanted to hire them for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Rented out to an annoyance of teenagers. Yeah, exactly.
They made a hole where there was no hole.
Zay I put Pet Cemetery, the Ramones, in hopes of hearing Stefan and Lauro sing a few bars. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. There you go. Wish granted. We're here for you. Bury all the bodies there. Put 500 flyers on their front door advertising various candidates.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's very funny. Guilty as charged. Water balloons filled with glitter and canola oil. Ooh, boy. That's.
Oh, geez.
Damn, that's next level.
That's strangely specific.
That is next level. You would fuck somebody up that way. Let's see. An odor of teenagers, Carrie says. Put raccoon feed in their gardens, or any food, as far as that goes. Let's see. Facebook Marketplace. Move in.
There you go.
That's how you fuck up somebody's house. You just move in. Paint Trump Swamp Palace Democratic blue. Yeah. Put an opposing political sign in the yard. Open up a wall, hide a freshly fucked fish, close it up, and just wait. And then that'll do it.
David Seltzer says, place a lien.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, the fish thing, I've heard contractors do this to people when they refuse to pay them or they want to get revenge. They just pour a can of tuna into the drywall and then just leave.
Close it up?
Yeah, and just close it up.
Wow, I bet Eric would have some ideas.
I bet Eric would have some big ideas.
He could destroy your house, I bet.
Let's see. Put up pink Christmas trees. Oh, just like Ivanka. Wait, no. What the fuck is
Melania?
This? Melania.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't keep track of all these Trump idiots. Look up YouTube videos for home repair. Listen, YouTube is the new duct tape. Honestly, I have learned so fucking
much. I've learned so much
from watching repair videos.
That's where I learn everything.
YouTube. Exactly. Let's see, tons of popcorn kernels and a space laser. That's real genius. Real man of genius. Is this me?
This is you.
It's me. I'm giving it to Ange, of course, for hire the least expensive. But there were many funny answers in that round, but Ange, that was kind of next level.
That was a very Eric kind of answer, too. Like, not that he would answer that, but that he would laugh at that.
Yeah, right? Of course.
Because he would be like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hire the cheapest person. Let me see what happens.
Yeah, let's all stand back and watch. I'll pop some popcorn.
Unlicensed, too?
All right.
I can't wait.
Oh, this is fabulous. They're not bonded, you say.
What will they do?
They're not insured, you say. Oh, that's fabulous. they drove up in an unmarked panel van, you say. Okay. Let's see. So I mentioned that I actually am the new spokesperson for the Tacoma Chamber of Commerce. You are an unpaid spokesman for whom? Unpaid means you really love them. You're an unpaid spokesperson for what? You love it so much, you're going to be their spokesperson for free. Okay,
you'll be an unpaid spokesperson for Costco Pizza.
I love Costco Pizza. I probably actually would be an unpaid spokesperson for delicious Rainier beer. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Steve Cox for delicious Rainier beer.
Keith Reynolds.
Rainier Steve, and you can use that. They can use that.
Keith Reynolds is coming to us on behalf of Crushing Anxiety.
Ladies and gentlemen, ask your doctor if Crushing Anxiety is right for you.
Is right for you.
He certainly says it's right for me, or at the very least, I can't seem to get a prescription to not have that be my every waking moment. Choco Tacos, Trader Joe's, love Trader Joe's. Pornhub, The Only Show, thank you, Christina, you're hired. OnlyFans, Mexican Coke, with real sugar. Fish purchased by Tom Cruise, Fall as fuck. Let's see, Irrational Exuberance, Every Holiday Ever. Don't we love them? We love the holidays. Rehoming JD back to Hillbilly Land.
That's right.
Where he can go hang out with his Meemaw and his Papa. There you go. Have at it. More Meemaw and Papa for JD. That's what we want.
Do we feel like Meemaw and Papa can't stand him? Like, just shut up. Just go away. Oh my gosh, here's Scott Coates for being late.
Hi, and Scott Coates for being late. Why?
Scott Coates.
I think Scott might have just won that round. Let's see, costume stores. Let's see, stock options.
I'm Scott Coates for being late. He's exactly 1 hour and 2 minutes late.
But as Scott knows, of course, you can just show up for the final round and win everything.
You can do everything.
So, dear Lauro, who had the funniest response?
Well, of course I have to give it to Scott
for being late. Yeah, that's right. So, let's say you have a reality show. You got a reality show? What's the name of it?
Oh, jeez.
What's the name of your reality
Crushing
show?
Anxiety is the name of it.
Exactly. The Real Housewives of Crushing Anxiety. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, my God.
The name of our reality show is Middle Age Angst.
Actually, that's the name of this show. Really? So we could change it.
What's the purpose of my life?
I have no idea.
No.
I'm gonna go and harangue my friends for an hour every Saturday with all of my shit, and that way I don't have to pay for therapy. It's great. Thank you.
You guys.
I thank you.
There is something that I can't even go into it.
Wait, huh? Well, you brought it up. Now you have to go into it.
We had a questionable thing happen, but we're not allowed to talk to you about it because it's,
Speaking generalities, I think I know where you're going.
A person came here. That's it.
Yeah. It was exhausting.
Usually, we come on here and talk to you about the stuff that's bothering us, but we can't do that.
Can't do that. Yeah. So, listen, you're just going to have to read through our clever subtext, as you always do. I mean, we're not that hard to read, are we? I'd say we're fairly transparent, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm sending you. Yeah. See if you can get this. I'm telling you exactly what we're talking about. See if you can get it. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Now you got it. That's your full download.
What will Bonnie and Barb do next? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what Barb is up to. I saw her at the UPS store, and I walked up to her and said, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah, just got right in your face. I love it. Hi, Barb. Hi, Barb. Hi.
And because she's in public and she can't yell at me, she goes, Oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't know me.
Oh, like she just didn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, have you been there this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, how are you?" And she goes, Fine.
She is desperately unpleasant. Let's see. What fresh hell is this? Keith paces around and defers the task. Hey, procrastination hour with Keith and Stefan. I love it. Old as fuck. Why am I in this room again? Oh God, that is too scary to fucking contemplate. That's a funny answer. Yikes, what's next? Fuck my life. Home again like every other night of the week. Jiggity jig, I guess.
Why do I feel like everybody is having the same meltdown?
I don't know, but we're doing it. We're doing it together.
We're all having the same meltdown.
I'm honestly feeling so...
much better?
I'm supported by my community because everybody is kind of going through the same shit right now. Like every single middle-aged person that I know or thereabouts is going through the same fucking thing. You know, it's just different variations, different shades of gray, as it were.
What am I doing on this earth? Okay.
To text back or not text back. What will Bonnie and Barb do next? I'm the person over 30 whom you should not trust. Now what? Or what now? The new Little Women show. Shit posting. The Apprentice 2, all nude contestants. Fuck, I stepped on Legos again. Did your kids still leave Legos on the floor, right? Doom scrolling the Wordle, back to doom scrolling. Yeah. Oh, dude, I honestly, that's my life at night. I'm like, is it time for Wordle? Can I do Wordle? Okay, now I can disappear from my problems for the duration of this puzzle. Oh, it's over. I figured it out. Okay, fuck. Now I gotta back to my problems.
I'm dead. Cut to skeletons.
I'll let you know when I get there. 4 women living with 2 bathrooms. That's funny. Naked and afraid of mirrors, says Christina. Days and hours to go before the next only show. I miss MySpace. Ouch, I hurt myself waking up in your 50s. I was there at the end of democracy. Are you there, God? It's me, menopause.
That was the one that killed me.
Who needs mirrors? Will this fit here? That actually would be a really fun, like one of those HGTV shows. Will this fit here? Just shove this dresser needs to go in here. We'll just shove it into place.
We would need Eric for that too.
We would definitely need Eric. This is an even, so is this me?
I'm just gonna give it to Ange for. Are you there, God? It's me, menopause. And now you can go back to answering the next round. There you go. Okay. There you go. Now all is right in the world.
It is. I feel better. I absolutely feel better. Listen, I don't know if you know this about me, but I hold the world record for blank. I hold the world record.
Scott just said prescription roulette. That's funny. I feel that. I feel that in my soul.
That's real. Right?
You get another point for that.
Sometimes, honest to God, sometimes you can just be like, I don't know.
What about this? Will this work?
My mom was over and we found a pill on the counter. I'm like, I don't know. Just take it. See what happens. Who knows? It's one of ours. So one of us is taking it. So it hasn't killed us. So
I hold the world record for crippling anxiety.
Crippling anxiety.
Yeah, it works for every answer. I'm telling you.
What do they give you when you break a world record?
A heart attack.
A heart attack.
Crushing. Is it crushing anxiety or crippling?
Crippling anxiety.
Crushing, crippling.
Crippling.
Oh, Ange holds it for grudge holding.
Grudge holding. Well, my grandmother actually, I think, might have had you beat. My grandmother could hold a grudge.
I'm pretty good at it too.
She could hold a grudge. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it too. Also, when someone gets what's coming to them, the Schadenfreude of
That's
it
delicious.
all, it makes me happy inside. Like
the Schadenfreude is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm like a fat man cavorting in a sprinkler.
I hold the world record for changing lifestyles.
I honestly am fine with. I can let things go, but it's real hard for me to then have like a repeat offense because then I'm like double. Because I'm almost like, well, fuck me. You know, I
did it to myself.
I let that go, and now this asshole's doing it. Fortunately, we seem to have really excised most people from our lives who actually bring negativity and drama. There it is. I'm sending you a message. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to adopt this going forward. There's someone can't say.
Read my mind.
Read my mind. I'm sending you a message that I can't talk about. Oh my
Maleficent holds the world record for Christmas decorations, and she's going to have to fight your mom to the death for that.
Honest to God, Maleficent, you say that, but you have not been to our storage unit. Holy Jesus, no you don't. No you do not. No you don't.
That makes it sound like it's our Christmas decorations, but it's
no, they're
mom's
hers in our storage unit, and they're lovely. I'm not, they're absolutely lovely, but there are many of them.
That's right.
Let's see, procrastination. Hold the world record for procrastination. A lot of people procrastinating. Let's see, the shortest time figuring out why I was in this room. Record keeping. That's funny. That's very meta, David. Hold the world's record for record keeping. Keeping records, as in like vinyl. Are we talking, or just like files? Because honest to God, you got to get rid of those because whoever's going to clean up after you, it's like that's a lot to get rid of. Let's see, least amount of fucks given. Leaving home without my keys. Changing lifestyles. Number of days in a row without getting out of bed with getting out of bed injuries. The number of the settlement. I cannot say the answer. Christmas deco. Let's see. The number of framed photos on my walls. Guess how many? My mom has many. In fact, I dare say my mom holds the world's record for least amount of available wall space.
That is
and
correct.
I think she's just about to outsource to the ceiling to start stacking those suckers on the ceiling if she can. 3 a.m. wake-ups. Hi, Christina. We should text.
Yeah.
Let's see. Regrettable haircuts in the middle of the night. Well, are you getting regrettable haircuts in the middle of the night? Because I would suggest maybe they wouldn't be regrettable if you didn't get them in the middle of the night.
Should we start a text group for 3 a.m. wake-up?
We totally should.
I mean, if you're awake at 3 a.m., just text into the Only Show group, the message that...
Yeah, we'll all just chat.
Hey, what's up?
Petty reasons to hate Ryan Reynolds. Aw, I love Ryan Reynolds, but I get it.
Apparently, Blake Lively is awful.
Apparently, she's terrible.
Yeah.
But he puts up with her. Most answers without a point. All right, Ray. Fine, point. Point for Ray. Fine, that's funny. Well done, sir. Confusing handshake with fist bump, then back to handshake, then going in for the half hug.
But you made PBBJ catch on. We were just laughing about that over the weekend. So.
Amount of totes of Halloween decorations. Let's see. Regretting having plans.
I have a lot of those.
The leakiest roof. Voodoo Steve catastrophes. Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Thanks, Darcy.
Thanks for nothing, Darcy. Let's get physical. Let's see. My mom has 20 huge boxes of Christmas decorations. This is true. I've moved them. Let's see. OS attendance. Guinness beer. Number of outdoor plants killed because I forgot to water them. Lame and embarrassing high five misses. I hasten to say that my mother's place is beautifully decorated, and also she does a magnificent job with Christmas every single year. And her Christmas has always been magical. Honestly, from my very earliest conception of what that was, my mom made every single Christmas absolutely magical. So
your mom says just downstairs in the stairway she has 138.
Did you just go count? Did you just
How do you know that?
Oh no, because you took them off the wall when you had the project.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I have a bad habit of cutting my own hair when I'm bored in the middle of the night. Oh, so Kathy really is giving herself angry haircuts.
Oh, I don't think I couldn't do that.
Apple dongles. Autocorrect typos. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to I hold the world record for blank?
Oh gosh. They're all so funny. Don't make me choose.
What? Did Eric go to bed, by the way? Do we need to wake him up?
Yeah, Eric and Carrie went to bed.
Wake his ass up.
I'm going to give it to Christina for 3 a.m. wake-ups.
Good. I like that. Something, they say, Sade famously said, never as good as the first time. Something you would like to experience again for the first time. Something you'd like to experience again for the first time. I'd like to listen to Sade again for the first time. Love Sade. I remember the first time I heard Sade, I'm like, this is smooth. This is very smooth.
That's the textbook definition of Sade.
Oh, yeah.
If you look up smooth in the dictionary.
It's smooth and fashionable. Like everything about that music just sounds like fashion. And it makes sense because she actually was a fashion designer who also was we watched this whole documentary, this short documentary about Sade, and she actually struggled the whole time that she was with the band. There was never quite enough money that the label was giving them. But it was kind of a funny thing because you would see her in public or on videos or whatever, and she's like, are you a billionaire? Like, what's going on with you? She looked like a million plus dollars. Yeah, so it looks amazing. Yeah, she really does. Sade Adu.
She's so gorgeous. I mean,
I assume she still is. Is she still performing?
She looks that way in the grocery store.
I'm sure she does. It's like
she's one of those people you turn around like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm professionally beautiful. Did I mention?
No problem.
I'm licensed, though, honestly, and it is part of my Second Amendment rights to carry this in public. I can carry this in public.
Oh, your mom said first love, and she repeated it because she wrote it before you did it.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, her first love is something she'd like to experience again for the first time is first love. Rusty. And then you could jab his fucking name in your arm again, right? And your parents would love
like
it.
a prison tab?
Exactly.
Okay.
The Whole Foods. And it's just the Whole Foods parking lot.
Kathy wants the splits again.
Kathy wants the birth canal. She wants to experience just that shaft of light. Hello, hi, here I come, hi, everybody, hi. That's, ladies and gentlemen, Steve being born. Birthing Steve. Okay.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Mom. All of a sudden, I just realized that was you. That first Playboy centerfold unfolding. Yeah, that was the last time that it unfolded as easily. Am I right? Hey-o! Thank you very much. Yeah, she's giving me that look, Keith. She just did.
Oh my God, no! I was just thinking, I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
I was just gonna say, if we seem like we're a little off our game, it's because I'm so tired.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this show that we love on HBO called Somebody Somewhere is starting up again tonight. So we're going to watch an episode of that. Mom.
Okay.
We love that show.
All right.
Being happy about my president. Yes, Christina, I want to be happy. I want to experience that again. Let's see. Unlimited energy. A pain-free neck. I want pain-free knees myself. Let's see. The splits. Finding that insert inside Queen's Jazz LP. I actually loved spending time with like the gatefold of albums. I would just sit on my bed with the headphones and listen to the whole fucking album like 3 times, like reading every fucking looking at the liner notes and the lyrics.
Me and the Smiths.
Who produced this and who played on this, and oh my God, the kids today, they don't know. They don't know. Let's see. I have another arm, says my mom. The joy of the finalized divorce. Mystery Fish. Grateful Dead, Deer Creek, 1989.
Sorry about Phil.
Sorry about Phil. Yeah, sorry. Phil Wesh passed away. Sorry about that.
Well, listen, when you say having babies, do you mean you loved having them physically, or you loved having little babies in your house?
I assume it's the latter. I can only imagine it's
Both
the latter.
of those
I don't think
seem
anybody
real
likes
scary to me.
childbirth.
Real scary.
Yeah.
Little babies are very, very anxiety-inducing.
I had a dream I was going to have a child. Oh my God.
You're going to have it?
I also had a dream that Trump was in the backseat of my car and my mom was in the passenger side and her seat was pushed way back and Trump was like, I need more room. This actually was a dream that I had.
Were you pregnant?
Yeah, and then I was pregnant and I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to have a C-section in order to get this thing fucking out of me because there's no other way for it to get out.
And how did it get in there?
Sorry, I have to take this.
Wow.
Sorry, it's
Dr. Freud?
This is Dr. Freud? Yeah, I'll be with you in just a second. Yeah. Wow, what the fuck? What is that about? Let's see, Adele in concert. Having a robust savings account, a strong metabolism, good concerts, thinking a sarcastic slang from the 90s was clever. Not. That's funny. Okay. What show? I missed your comment. I was talking about the birth canal, Mom.
Somebody Somewhere is the show.
Yeah. Somebody Somewhere was the show. Yeah, it's the one on HBO with Bridget Everett. Having babies, let's see, Mystery Pictionary, MDMA, a massive arcade with all my favorite games. Stefan, it's like 100 naked women on bicycles. Oh, okay, bicycles. I never owned that album. So, okay, well, that's hot. I'm sure you stayed in your room for a while with that one. Lock the door. I'll be out in a minute. Pam, 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 Pam. Are you doing your homework? Yes. Let's see, shopping for my teenage body. Let's see, that first time listening to Weird Al. The baby stage is honestly the easiest part of child rearing. Okay. I'll take your word on it. Pregnancy, birth.
Is it because a baby isn't even interesting, right? Like they can't even say a funny thing. What even are you?
Every time I see a baby, I'm like, come back to me when you're something. When you have something to add. Otherwise, I got nothing.
You know what's and you know the babies, little kids are gross to me. But
yeah, they are to me.
Like you know what's funny is like a 4 or 5-year-old who's saying absurd as shit all the time.
I love that.
Like
now,
that's
the absurdist face is my favorite.
Right?
I love that.
I don't mind doing the kid maintenance when they go, you know what? I think that they put those solar misters up there to cool down the sun.
Honestly,
and you're like, all right.
4-year-olds, they're like high. They're like high people.
All the time.
All the fucking time. Oh my God.
I like it. I like an absurd little kid.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Christina for being happy about my president. I like that very much. So now we're on to the, So Laura was asking while Laura's tallying things up here, she asked people at the party last night to rate these candies 1 to, what are they, 7? Yeah, no, 9.
Yeah, but I forgot to photograph the Twix. So go ahead
so let's
and include
pretend
Twix in
the Twix is on here.
There's 10 candies in this equation.
You don't have to number them because that would take a lot of typing
so just,
and it's late. But just say what's your favorite and what's your least favorite.
Just say the best one and the worst one.
Oh, I noticed that. Three Musketeers is there in the center. Yeah, so say what's the best and what's the worst of all of the Halloween candies. And I will tell you right now.
And just to help you out, you can throw Three Musketeers right in the garbage. Just throw it in the garbage.
You don't need to do that because Janice Cox will be taking those off of your hands.
You know what? That's she's trolling with that answer. She doesn't love it. She's just saying that because everyone doesn't.
She absolutely loves them. I can attest. And we used to have them around the house when I was a kid, and I was always like, oh, is this all there is? Okay, I guess I'll eat this. I didn't like them back then anyway. You know why? Because they're gushy. They're just kind of gushy.
That's right.
I honestly, the reason why, and I don't like Milky Way either, for the same reason that like Milky Way is basically a Snickers. So basically, a Three Musketeers is a Milky Way without caramel.
Yeah, that's true.
And then a Milky Way is a Snickers without peanuts. Give me some crunch, is what I say. I want texture in my candy bar. Also, let's just be very.
Keith says Milky Way is a failed Snickers. I will not be responding to emails at this time.
Failure to lunch.
Failure Snickers.
That's what that is.
That's it.
Yeah, this guy right here. Why are we even bothering? Now, I can say this because I'm not currently trying to win Pennsylvania, but fuck Hershey's. Fuck Hershey's in the tier.
Angela Garvin says Hershey's milk chocolate can go fuck itself.
Thank you.
Wow.
Great minds. Great minds. What are you even doing? Plus, also,
take Milky Way and Three Musketeers and throw them in the garbage. That's a garbage candy.
Mr. Goodbar is really, my mom says Mr. Goodbar is great. And Mr. Goodbar is basically a Hershey's.
Mr. Goodbar's not in this election. It's not in this contest.
Mr. Goodbar is a Hershey's bar with peanuts. And I happen to like that very much. But a Hershey's bar without anything in it, it tastes plasticky, doesn't it? It's not even good chocolate. Like, what are we even doing here?
Zabe's putting Snickers at 1,000,000 and Three Musketeers at the bottom.
I see. Okay, so do we have a winner?
Hershey's is not chocolate. They literally lobbied to change the definition. Oh my God.
Do we have a winner?
No, I was not paying attention.
Oh, boo! All right, there we go.
All right.
We'll need it. Well, you've got more time, gang.
Hold on, one second.
So let's see. But my mom, we left out the Three Musketeers. It's right in the center, Mom. I'm sure you see it there. So we're rating these. My mom says from our last round, she would like to watch The Big Chill for the first time. We love that movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Let's see. So 4, Maleficent, 4 is the reward for surviving. Okay, so Reese's
4 is the best age, the
Reese's
little
is
kid
number 1.
age. That's
Generally, people agree that Reese's is number 1. What the heck is 100 Grand Bar? 100 Grand Bar is
it's a little bit stiff.
It's a little stiff.
All the flavors are right, but it will pull your teeth out.
It's caramel and crispy rice, and I think a wafer and caramel. Yeah, it's good, but it's a little stiff. That I would like it if it were soft.
It's a little stiff. I like it. I like it.
Reese's is number 1. Milky Way is the last number.
That's the right answer.
And the ultimate, says Scott. Reese's, Twix, 100 Grand, all tie. I agree.
Who said Mounds with coconut? Absolutely not.
I love Mounds. Oh, no. I fucking love Mounds. I also love Twix.
Absolutely not.
I love Twix.
Coconut is from the devil.
I love Twix,
that is the wrong answer.
And I love Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat.
You put Kit Kat as number 1, and we had a big fight about that.
No.
That lasted 2 days.
I actually put Twix. Twix was number 1.
You put Twix number 1.
Yeah,
that's right. And that's the wrong answer. And then we had a fight about that because you were like, "Why are you so mean?"
She's so mean.
And I said Reese's is the right answer. And then Eric Atwood backed me up. And then everybody at the dinner party backed me up. Oh, Christina and Ange have.
We almost had a winner tonight. All right, let's do this, kids. Glorious fun. So let's say for our tiebreaker round, you own an island. What's the name of your island? You own an island. For the
Crushing anxiety. Oh my God, Angela Garvin just agreed with you and said Twix is the right answer.
I know she did. Listen, your best friend knows. She knows.
Well, I guess she's redeemed you because I said Reese's is the
right
right
answer. Oh, I see.
Answer.
So you're willing to hear from your best friend, but not from your husband.
No, I'm saying you got backup from my best friend, so now you have 2 points for yourself and your precious Twix, which it's still not as good as the Reese's.
I don't fucking know how to blow.
I don't know.
Love you, Ange. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, kids, you have an island. What is the name of said island? Yeah, my mom says she's not redeemed. She is not redeemed for liking Three Musketeers. Yeah, Ray, you want Zabe wants to eat some candy right now. Well, Zabe, didn't your daughter go out and trick or treat? Can't you go and raid her stash?
Well, Halloween is Thursday, so.
Oh, right. It is. I keep thinking it was last night because we had the party, and it's so strange when it falls in the middle of the week. I agree with you.
Twix is absolutely the wrong answer. No. And I negated his answer and said Reese's is the right answer. And then Eric backed me up, and almost everybody at the dinner last night.
Eric's not here, honey.
Eric's not here.
Eric can't help you. He can't help you. I'm sorry, Eric can't help you. Okay. The Island of Misfit Toys, the Isle of Isle. Let's see.
You said Twix, then Kit Kat, then Reese's.
Yeah, I did say that.
You put Reese's at number 3.
I did.
And then Snickers. I just don't think there's a world.
I actually used to go to stop by a bodega when I'd be just walking around at night in New York. I'm like, I want a candy bar. And I would go in and get a giant-sized Kit Kat and just eat the whole fucking thing. Just walking along.
Not a Twix?
Sometimes a Twix. It was either a Kit Kat or a Twix. Let's see. Fuck off and go away. This island is mine, says Kelly. That's good. I like that. Adam's Family Reunion Island. Isla de Carnitas Tacos, says Ray. Lord of the Flies. Ni hao, says Scott. Holiday Island. No mushrooms allowed. Ile de Jan Cité. I like that. That's very good. That's the island in the middle of Paris. Or Janville Island, actually, is the island. The Granville Island is in Vancouver.
Wouldn't you call it Christmas Island if you're, like,
I guess so.
Going to go full Christmas totes there?
The Bigger Island, says Keith. They have the Big Island in Hawaii. And
the Bigger
Island.
Yeah.
Top of the Mountain Island, not really funny, but grammatically correct. Geographically correct. Let's see. Gaffigan's Island. Skull Island.
If you own an island, wouldn't you call it, like, Get the Fuck Out of Here Island? You went there to get everyone to leave.
That's exactly what Kathy said.
Yeah.
She said, fuck off and go away. This island is mine. All right, let's start voting. Okay. Let's start voting right now on a special Sunday edition. And we went head-to-head with the World Series.
Thank you for joining us. It is just like the old days when we're broadcasting on a Sunday.
Broadcasting on a Sunday. We used to broadcast every day of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Every day.
We went head-to-head tonight with, I believe, Game 3 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Connecticut Yankees. I think they're from Connecticut. But you tuned into this fine show tonight to see some incredible gameplay from our competitors this evening. We had some fine action from our top. Good night, everybody. Good night. Okay. My brain. I'm trying to come up with something, and my brain's like, my brain is like, okay. Sorry. Oh, do you need me? I forget. I'm going to go out for a smoke or something.
That's all weekend for me. I get no sleep. I'm all stressed out, and then I'm like trying to do something, and my brain quits in the middle.
I'm sorry. We're closed.
Nah.
It pulled down the back for lunch sign. I'm like, fuck! I was using you.
Sorry.
You son of a bitch. All right, dear Laura, who had the most likes / upvotes for our final round? And
I don't
who is
see anybody voting. I don't. Okay, hold on.
You people vote.
Hold on.
Game 3 is tomorrow, says David. So we did not go head to head with Game 3 of the World Series. But I think the Dodgers up 2, right? The Doyers, they are up 2 against the evil sinister New York
Yankees. We barely know what's going on. I
haven't followed baseball in years. I used to follow the Yankees when I lived in New York, mostly because I like wearing the hat. And I wanted to be able to say, if somebody asked me, hey, I'm on them Yankees, I'm like, yeah, well, fucking Jeter had a fucking great, fucking at bat at the bottom of the third. Did you catch that thing? A one-handed throw to whatever. I just wanted to be able to converse in that, so I watched them.
It does seem like Keith has won with the Isle of Isle.
Okay.
The Isle of Isle.
Nicely done, Keith. You are this week's champion. What do you have to say for yourself? Never mind, we can't hear you. But congratulations. This has been fabulous.
He says Milky Way is a failed Snickers. No, wait.
He will not be answering emails at this time.
He will not be answering any questions.
Oh, kids, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. We really appreciate it. Honestly, we hate missing the show, for real. I really genuinely hate to miss this because this is kind of an anchor point of my week, and I really love checking in, and we love having a few laughs and just hanging out with y'all. So we will be back our regular time next Saturday. Anything to add before we go, dear Mom?
I'm going to send Keith a whole bunch of candy in the mail.
All right. Well,
I'm
kids.
Gonna do it.
You people were the best.
But not Milky Way or Three Musketeers, because those are fake candy.
Yeah, well, Laura has spoken. We're going to go do a faceplant.
Oh, my God.
Right. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.